Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
All right, what's good, everyone? Welcome to a special edition of LiveWire Sports Media. This is a preview of the Indiana Fever and the Las Vegas Aces game. So if you're around, you want to pull up, you want to chop it up, do so. Because we're going to talk about this series. This, I think, to me, this is going to probably be one of a very good series between these two. We already seen that the Indiana Fever took 2 out of 1 from them last year. Pretty much the Fever beat them 80-70 in July, and then the Aces beat us by 7 points on the 22nd of June, and then Indiana blow them out big time in July, second time in July. So they beat them twice in July and lost them in June. So now the comments by Becky Hammond pretty much got me, kind of like, I wonder what she's thinking type of deal. She's always on her high horse. Her and Asia Wilson, they're always on their high horse. They're always trying to think that they are better than anybody. But in her comments after they have beat the Seattle Storm the other night, which they barely beat the Seattle Storm, they barely actually escaped. They could have went home. And her comments was, she was in. They are a different team that they faced the Fever months ago, and saying that they was in a bit of a turmoil. Well, Becky, like I said in my other videos, Becky, I'm about to call her Becky Lynch. Becky Hammond, the Fever is a different team too. I think this version of the Fever, to me, is more grittier, more physical than the previous version of them. And that's when they had Harry and they had Sophie on that team. I think now this team has developed into a more physical, a little bit more grittier team. You got to think. Now, the only key to this game, I feel like, if Demaris Dantas play. Demaris Dantas has to play in this series. She can neutralize a lot of things that the Aces could do. I think Aaliyah Boston, personally, she's gonna have to really bring that grit like she did in the last game against Bron Crusher Jones, Brianna Jones. So that's why I feel like this series could be, and I think we match up with them well too. And even though it could have been Seattle or the Aces, I still think that we could beat this team. Now, a lot of people was talking a lot of trash talk about, they think that we're gonna lose 3-1. Or it's gonna be a sweep and all of this stuff, and it might go to 5. And then they're saying that the Fever don't have a lot of firepower to match with Aces. What's going on, Brett? I'm doing just a little preview live stream today with the Indiana Fever and everything like that versus the Aces. What's going on, Doug? You say that I'm shocked that the Fever are even playing at this point in the season. I'm not a fan of Coach White and really want her gone. Yeah, a lot of people still want her gone, even if they was to make it to the finals and win the championship. A lot of people still want her gone, and that's understandable, but, the Fever, the thing about it is with this team, man, we have been critics of this team. We have pretty much talked about this team. We have pretty much really, been up and down with this team all season. And I think the reason why is like a lot of people miss Caitlin. A lot of people really miss Caitlin playing, and I really understand that a lot. I miss her too. Trust me, I'm thirsty for a 30-foot bomb from her, to be honest with you, or a sick cross court pass. excuse me, a sick cross court pass. What's up, Dr. M? I have office hours today and patients that are late. I might have to dip and return in a few. Oh, no problem. I'll be here for about over an hour on the stream, just chopping it up with y'all a little bit, just to give y'all something special, today, since it's college football and my Hurricanes don't play until 7:30. So I'm just kind of give y'all a little something in between time. But nevertheless, I do believe that the fever does match up well against the Aces. The only neutralizer for the Aces is Aja Wilson. That's it. To me, Jewel Lloyd is washed. She comes off the bench. We got people for that. She's never on. She didn't play well in the Seattle series, And the thing about it is, we swept Seattle this year, and Seattle is a tall team. The Aces is not tall. They're not a tall team, and that's why I still feel like we had the advantage. Doug say I don't like White because she is a pro. Oh yeah, I get that. I get that. And she. The one thing about White, I feel like she's gonna have to learn the hard way, if there's a hard way for her to learn. But we'll see, because it's going to be interesting to see how she is. A lot of us has been talking about if she's going to. How she's going to be with this team next year with Caitlin coming back completely healthy. I would love to have seen that Caitlin would have been eligible to come back in this series or in the finals. Me personally, I would have loved to see that. And there was so much misconception about her injury throughout the whole season. And it's just, people was like, why y'all lying to us? Why y'all continue to lie to us on a daily basis and not really giving us clear-cut answers? Like I said before, that we have misconception answers between Chloe Peterson, Scott Angus. Scott says one thing, and even though we've been on his neck a little bit, it's still been he's been provided answers. Then Chloe Peterson comes out that a lot of us like to. She comes and deflute that. And then I just think there's something that she could have. I think she's healthy enough she could have played. She should have been playing. I mean, we've seen videos of Caitlin jumping up and down and doing shots. That just indicates me that she's healthy. I mean, if she goes from a growing injury to an ankle injury and she's up here taking shots, moving, jumping up and down, you can't tell me that person is not healthy at all. You can't just tell me that. Brett said, I think we got something for the Aces. Yeah, we beat them by 27 without Caitlin. We did. They're lucky they beat Seattle. Oh, yeah, most definitely they did. They lucky. And at this point, to all the haters, if y'all ain't with us, yeah, definitely, Brett. If you ain't with us, you definitely against us at this point. Because I don't think the Aces is going to rely so heavily on Aja Wilson. And I think, to me, and see, there's history between Jackie Young and Ariel Powers from last year. And if you check out my last video, I showed that clip in there. I think I did. I did show that clip in there. So, and I think Ariel Powers on Jackie Young is going to neutralize Jackie Young because she's been one of the other scorers, and if she's on, the team moves. Aja Wilson, she's going to get her points. I'm not worried about that. But you got to neutralize her a little bit, make her work hard for her points, and you got to worry about the free throws. I was watching John Liquidator video today, and he was talking about and shout out to him anyway. He was talking about how the referees has really changed their tune on how they was calling fouls on the Fever in this last series. And you know, a lot of game one, everybody had a lot of issue with the refereeing in game one of the Atlanta series. But the Fever did went to the line a lot. If you look at the last three games, they haven't really been to the free throw line more than we were accustomed of seeing them go to the free throw line. Yeah, there are been some really bad calls in the games, but I think they have been kind of like wavering before, and I want to see how well plays out into the next game. Brett said, "Loudwire, you the realist. That's why I put you real talk." Hey, Brett, I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. It's just, you know, I love doing what I'm doing. You know, I love just bringing content to the channel. I love interacting with y'all. I'm always, y'all comment on my videos. I always try to interact with y'all all the time. And it gives me great joy to do what I do for y'all. So I really appreciate everyone that rocks with me on my channel. What's up, Angela? Angela in the house. What's up, Angela? There's a lot of deception as far as her injuries. Oh yeah, it's definitely are a lot of deceptions. I still think they lying about her coming back in the playoffs. I think I'm still on that fence right now. I think they lying about her can't coming back in these playoffs. Because I think appreciate the $2 donation. Kent, appreciate you. Hey Lawar, always support us Clarkies. Yes, sir. We always do. Hey Lawar, what's up? Nothing much, Angela. Just here, just trying to bring a little content in between time. Like I was telling everybody that my Miami Hurricanes play tonight at 7:30. So, you know, I'm going to be locked in for that. So I want to just bring something to y'all today, you know, just to show my appreciation to y'all. And it's something I probably will do, like, you know, just before the next game or whatever, like do a special live stream preview of the game and do, you know, something like that, because just to keep, you know, myself fresh a little bit as well. Will KK be able to? KK and Lexi will be able to shut down. Yeah, I think KK and honestly not Lexi. I think Lexi and Ariel Powers most likely going to be on Jackie Young or Drew Lloyd, whoever comes into the game. But I do believe KK and Bree Turner are going to get the assignment on Asia Wilson. And I remember the first game we played in June. The first game we played in June against them, and we beat them 80-70. Asia Wilson only had 20 points in that game. Kelsey Mitchell had 21. Natasha Howard had 18, 13 boards. Leo Boston had 13 and 10. And we could get that kind of production. If we could get that kind of production from them, we could easily beat them. What's up, Bronx kid? What's going on with you, bro? I see you're a New York Knicks fan. I'm a Chicago Bull fan, and they bad right now. Yeah, put AB and KK on Asia. Put AB and KK has a nice swing spot. Yeah, and I think KK might end up playing Nalissa Smith as she starts. I think she's going to play Nalissa Smith and starts. I don't think, to me, the Aces don't have anybody to guard Kelsey Mitchell. I don't think they have anybody to guard Shea Petty or Odyssey Sims either. And matter of fact, Odyssey Sims and Dana Evans, they had I think with Dana Evans this year, she was with the Sparks, and the Sparks was beating the Aces, and Dana Evans and Odyssey Sims had some little words in that game. So I'm kind of excited to see what's going to happen in there. But I think to me, I think I think that honestly, I think Stephanie White gonna have to really dig down in her bag. And like I said before, if Damaris Dantas is able to play this series, that's going to be a huge boost for us because she could stretch the field out. And that one girl that's on the Aces with the short haircut, she's trash. I don't even know her name. She's trash. And I think that I don't think she's going to be able to um keep up with Dantas. And Dantas sets a really good screen. So I think Dantas should be good to go this next series. Her come off the bench. We need all, and if we had great bench production, if our bench give us 15 to 20 points, at least I say 12 to 20 points in this series, they're not beating us because I don't think their bench is that good. Like I said, they gonna rely heavily on Asia Wilson, and if Asia Wilson, like if you can neutralize her, if you get her in some type of foul trouble to slow her up, and what's the point fraud? What's her name? The point fraud name? What's the point fraud name? Golly, guys, help me out. Dang. I'll get to her in a minute, but she's slow. She's slow. Now she'll shoot now. You gotta watch her, she'll shoot. And Erica Wheeler was giving it to him. So I know for a fact if Erica Wheeler was giving it to them and Skylar Diggins, there's no way they're gonna be able to handle Kelsey Mitchell and Odyssey Sims. It's not, it's no way. I don't see it at all. I just don't see it. Chelsea Gray, yeah. That's how bad it was. Because I was about to say Alicia Gray, Chelsea Gray, and Alicia Gray. But yeah, Chelsea Gray she's not fast. She's slow. And they don't run a lot. Like I said, Drew Lloyd comes off the bench. You have Jackie Young, which Jackie Young, she's sneaky. She's sneaky, you know what I'm saying? But you can't sleep on her. You can't sleep on her at all. So that's why I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like me personally, I feel like the Fever has the advantage. And I just don't want Stephanie White to screw up the rotation. She did good the last two games. She just got to figure out the matchup. I said this too. If the Fever take game one, if they take game one of that tomorrow, it's going to put so much pressure on the Aces because the Fever will after game one, they have one more game. They have one more game in Vegas, and then they got 2 games with the Fever. So but can't say allow her supposed to be in love how you content ones all Clarkers pull up on each other's sites. Oh yeah. I love it too. I mean, me personally, that's what I do. I show love, man. Me personally, I don't have time in this space to worry about who's getting more subscribers, who's getting more views, and all of that. Some people have been doing it. I have a channel out longer than mine. It doesn't matter to me. It's all about support. You know what I'm saying? Because we all do the same thing. Most of y'all are subscribers to almost everybody's channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I get new people come along. I get new people to discover my channel more and more every day. I put out more content, and I try to keep it, in the lines a little bit. I try not to get too crazy and stuff like that, but I always pull up on courtside. I'm always interacting with Keeping the Vision and Angry Fan and everybody else, so and like I said, I support everybody's channel. I watch everybody's channel. I have a lot of people remember me from being on Miss Adrian Ross show early in the year. thing, you know, over there and everything like that. And I have talked to um, there's other people I follow, but I haven't really interacted with them. But I just show my support. You know, I might comment on their videos and stuff like that. So I just do what I do and just keep it the way it's supposed to be, you know, and everything like that. Thank you, Angel. Yeah, I'm always gonna keep doing me. You know, I appreciate y'all. Just, you know, like I said, I appreciate y'all coming through, hanging out, and all of that great stuff like that. So it's really good to see that I have, you know, support in the community. Sure, with CC could play this. Oh yeah, me too, Mark. I'm telling you, man. He they wouldn't even have an answer. And this is another thing that I've been watching. I was looking at the series. You know how physical the Atlanta series was with the Fever. How Atlanta, the Fever had to get physical with them, and that dude. I think that physicalness of the Fever kind of threw Atlanta off. They wasn't expecting the Indiana Fever to be physical with them. I think what it was, they thought they thought that they was gonna go in there, bully them around, and then they was just gonna lay down. But it didn't happen that way. And I think if the Fever take that same mentality in with against the Aces, the Aces is not gonna expect that because the Aces is not a physical team. They're a little finesse. They like to run. They don't like to get in. They don't like to be roughed up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that presence of Aerial Powers, Odyssey Sims, um, Lexi Hall, and Bree Turner is going to, and KK is going to be a different presence than Becky Hammer really realized. You know, so and that's why I just think that to me, I think I was thinking about this a lot, and y'all help me out with this because I want to ask y'all this question too because I had this on my mind. A lot of people say that if the Fever was to go on and win the championship, that it won't mean it will be bad luck for Caitlin Clark because a lot of people say, well, she didn't participate of in them winning the championship, or she was out majority of the season. So check this out, guys. I say that is a wrong analogy for people to have because guess what? Caitlin Clark did had a hand in them going to the playoffs and to the finals if they make it to the finals. You know why? The number one reason why? She played it 13 games in the season. She was 8-5 in that stretch. So if you take them 8 games away from what she played, guess what? The Indiana Fever do not make the playoffs. So to discount her saying that she didn't have a hand and she didn't help this team win is kind of like fool's gold because she did have a hand in them winning because she did play 13 games. She was 8-5 in that stretch with them. And if you take the 8 games away, the Fever don't make the playoffs at all. They don't make the playoffs. So to me, I feel like if they go all the way, she deserved it. You know, again, if she didn't play in those 13 games and she won 8 of them, guess what? The Fever don't win. The Fever don't win the Commissioner's Cup. So that's why I sat back and thought about this really, really well. And I was saying, dang, people thinking the opposite said, oh, she didn't play all season, so she don't deserve a ring and the narrative, and they thinking, well, they can't, they Stephanie White could win without her. Yes, they had to just to win without her, but you can't discount what she did provided for the team during the time that she played because she had an input of it. Okay, I'm about to add someone to the stage. If I can pull him up. They need to connect their mic before you can. Okay, Lobo, if you coming in, connect your mic real quick, brother. Angela said that's a good point. I think people were saying the Fever were better without CC because of what Peck said, and the concern was in the next narrative going to be they don't need CC. Yeah, I agree. I think when Kellen Peck made that comment, it kind of really threw everybody off. And then like now, still people kind of like still trying to run with that narrative. If the Fever win and Bonner claim she was part of the winning, no, she discounted herself by sitting out 5 games. You think about it. I mean, that's up to Stephanie White and the organization if they want to count her, but she quit on the team. Like if she got injured and didn't play, it'd probably be a different take and still been on the team. But she quit and didn't play 5 games. She didn't want to come back. So definitely she does that discount her. You know what I'm saying? She can't claim nothing. I won't give her nothing anyway. Well, I got Lobo. If you backstage, I'm with your mic. I was thinking to think the Fever is doing so good right now. Just imagine Caesar came back with this team, they will be lethal. Oh yeah, Angela. I really think so too because the Fever. You think about it. She comes back, it will be very, very hard for teams to really try to adjust to her, especially the way the team playing because it's so many factors with this team now. It's hard for you to really dig up or plan for her. Yeah, you will try. You don't even have enough manpower to like try to blitz up on her the way it is. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Ray? Ray Fox in the house. Special whistle could go against the yeah. Maybe, yeah. But I think that I think the Fever has built that mentality now. They can overcome bad refereeing now because they showed that in the last series. Like I said, they overcome that early in the season with Asia Wilson, though. You know, early in the season, they beat them 2 out of 1. So they could overcome that again. And the thing about it is, every home game is a home game to the Fever. So it's not like Vegas is going to have home field advantage against them. Like I said, if Vegas dropped game 1 of the finals, not the finals, if they drop game 1 of the semis tomorrow against the Indiana Fever, it's going to be a problem for them. It's going to be a problem because they right then and there, they already know it's going to be an uphill. Becky Hammond, like Angel Wilson, didn't even know that the Fever had beat the Dream the same night they played. And the lady asked her, and she said, and she was talking. She was like, "Oh wow, I didn't know that." She thought she was getting the Dream. You know why? Because she dominated the Dream this season. She dominated them. She didn't expect for us to be there. Now they was like, "Dang, how are we gonna play this team?" And you know what's gonna be bad? You know what's gonna be really, really bad if Becky Hammond loses to a CC less favorite team. That's going to be a bad look on her. It's going to be a very bad look on her. Can say, and this league would be nothing without CC effect. No, it wouldn't be at all. Definitely wouldn't. Oh, Bronx kid said, he was talking to Angela, say, I see her trash talking, but I hope the Lynx would and the Fever take the lead. Oh, yeah, I think so too. If all strange are purposes, you remember last year when when the Minnesota Lynx won the Commissioner's Cup, and they played, I think they played New York, and they beat New York for the Commissioner's Cup, and then they end up turning around playing on the Liberty in the finals. I could see that same scenario going again. It's going to be now if we end up playing the Lynx in the finals, that's going to be something tough. That's going to be one of the toughest. It's going to be tough. If Indiana wins either of these first two games, Vegas is, oh yeah, I believe it'll be over. If they win the first two games in Vegas, it's over. And I mean, because they have to win two straight, and they have to win three straight because they have to win two in Indiana and win one back at home. And I don't see that happening. Another thing too, let's talk about this real quick, and I'm gonna get back at the Fever and Aces preview game. What's y'all thoughts on last night's game between the Sun and the Liberty? I believe that the Liberty really went out bad. I think it's one of the most choked jobs in sports history. To me, I feel like the Liberties went all out in the offseason, got all of these parts. They waited for Emma Missamon, who pretty much played bad. She played so bad and everything. And she hold on. Yeah, she played so bad. She played so bad to where I felt like they wasted a chance to really play other people. They could have played on Sabrina Tolbert. They could have played Marie Johannes a little bit more and everything like that. So me personally, I just feel like at the end of the day, it's like the Liberty, I don't know, man. It just, I didn't expect them to go out like that, but they haven't been playing bad since. To me, I think two factors hurt them. When Nigel Laney Hamilton, when she got hurt, she was one of their 3-point shooters, and she was one of their defensive persons that they had that could have guarded anybody on Phoenix. Her presence would have been strong, would have been very, very much needed. And then when Jacqueline Jones got hurt early in the season, that was another blow to them. I don't think they never recovered from that. And they started scrambling around, picking up all of these people they didn't need. And then their bench wasn't the same from last year. Leon Efevich wasn't even the same person she was last year. You can have a lot of firepower, but if you don't have defense, and that's what the Liberty hung their head on last year was defense. Even though when they scoring wasn't good, they hang their head on defense. That's what got them the championship. Oh, that makes sense. Like, well, I agree 100%. Yeah. So I just think that, to me, signing all those free agents, because you think about it, Emma Missamon role really didn't fit the Liberty. If you look at it, if you look at her role precisely and look at how she was playing, she didn't play well. She didn't fit into that. She could have fit better with Indiana. The way she was, she could have fit well with Indiana. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people thought she was going to go to Phoenix. I couldn't see her playing over there either. She would have slowed their game down. She fit well with Minnesota. She could have fit well with Indiana, or she could have fit well with Connecticut. Doing the three teams, I think she could have fit well because she is a passer. She know how to pass. She stretches the floor, but it just looked so bad over there. Sabrina got hurt. She didn't play well. Then Stewie got hurt. She didn't play well. I mean, for Stewie, they had 30 points last night. And the way she was playing, I mean, that says a lot. That says a lot for her. Hey Pam, what's going on? How you doing? We just talking some FIBA basketball about that matchup and talk about last night's game about how the Liberty choke. You know, and it's crazy. The Liberty spent all of that money. Bree, Breonna Stewart took less money to so they could sign everybody back, bring everybody back in, and everything like that. But I peeped something last night in that press conference, and pretty much to me, when it was talking about they asked Breonna Stewart if she was gonna come back, and she said yes, she's planning on coming back. And then Sabrina Nescu was like, she looked around like shocked and like, oh yeah, yeah. She's not sure. To me personally, with the Portland, what's up, Anna? What's going on with you? What's up, Ray? Yeah, Ray. Yeah, she did have 30. Sabrina Nesco is not sure if she want to come back to New York because you got to think the Portland. What is the Portland Fire? They come into the league next year, and there's been said in the offseason that Satu said that she wants to play with Stewie. I mean not Stewie, but Sabrina. They both played at Oregon together, so don't be surprised if Sabrina and Satu end up in Portland together and run that franchise together. That to me, that would be a good look. And I think Sabrina really needs to separate herself anyway from New York, from Stewie and all of them, because all it does anytime they win a championship or whatever, it's just making Breonna Stewart look good. It's not really even though Jacqueline Jones won the MVP last year, she didn't even look nothing like the like the previous MVP in the finals. She just didn't. What's up, courtside? Pull up, bro. Pull up. Courtside, pull up. Link in the chat. Pull up. But yeah, so the thing about it is that I feel like they should have had just I don't know, but I just don't think Sabrina. I think Sabrina wants to separate herself. I think New York is going to be in a position where you could see the last of the dying breed for the Liberty, and everything like that. Can they come back next year and do everything they need? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But it's going to be very interesting to see how the New York Liberty brings itself, because it's going to be interesting for all of these teams. I think the Fever is an exception. I bet, no problem. I'll still be on. I'll still be on what time you get home, because I'll be on for like, I'll be on for a minute. Don't even worry about it. I'll be on for a minute. So I'm just chilling out. But it's going to be interesting because like Phoenix also, they making a championship run. Minnesota is probably the only team that's probably are going to be able to keep all of their pieces together. So, I mean, that's going to be the tail of the tape right there. Hey Lobo, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, Lobo.
Yes, yes. Oh, thanks God. Uh, I'm very glad that this is WNBA conversation. Excuse my bad English.
Okay, that's okay. You good? You good?
Uh, I'm very disappointed that New York Liberty lost to the Phoenix. I really like a lot of the the girls, New York Liberty girls,
Mm-hmm.
and okay. Ask me a question.
Okay, so what's your thought on tomorrow? Let me get to the chat real quick, and I'm gonna ask you a question
Okay,
real quick.
okay, okay.
So Pam, you say money might hit it on the head, on the nose. Take a listen to spot. Is a recent one today? Because I haven't listened to him. Because I do listen to him a lot. I listen to him a lot. So he's probably like more than the one of my go tos. Also, what did he say today, Pam? Let me know what he said. Lobo, unmute your mic.
No, no,
Okay,
no. I'm waiting you to ask me a question.
okay. So, what's your thought for tomorrow's game with the Fever
Uh,
and the Aces?
it will be tough. It will be very tough. I prediction. Ask me about prediction.
Yeah, what's your prediction of that game tomorrow? Game
Very
one.
tough. Very close. Very close.
Very
I
close.
really, I really hope we have to punch them in the mouth early,
Yeah,
and
I agree with that. I
uh,
definitely agree with that.
uh, I uh, I think we have to use our momentum with
Hmm.
game three win against Atlanta, and we have to throw all all energy, everything to win this first game.
Yeah,
And then, if we are lucky, of course, we know AJ Wilson, Whistle, etc. But we have to throw everything to win the first game, and then, and this is our chance to win the series. Okay,
yeah. Okay,
uh,
so I'm gonna touch on that real quick because Angela she gave me a question and it's to what you was talking about. So Angela said she said, "Livewire, what was your strategy to limit it age of scoring?" She drops what was yesterday 38. Yeah, I think she dropped like 38 yesterday. But the thing about it is the game was close. Asia's going to get hers. This is my strategy for her. Keep her in front. Don't let her get ahead of steam to get to the rim. That's where you definitely don't want to pick up fouls in that area at. If you could keep her in front of you a little bit more, then and make her shoot fadeaways, you got a chance because she's got to hit them. And if you allow her to get ahead of steam and get to the basket and you trailing her, you're going to pick up a foul. So you don't want to do that. You want to keep her in front of you. You want to make her less aggressive to the basket. And then we'll be able to get the rebounds and run in transition and make her run. You want to make Asia Wilson use as much energy as you want to run up and down that floor. You don't want them to dictate the pace. We want to be the pace dictators. You know what I'm saying? We want to be the ones run. We want to wear Chelsea Gray out, Jackie Young out, Lissa Thomas, all of them out. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely agree. And then attack her also on defense.
Yeah.
Attack on her that the last game. I'm not sure. The 2 months ago, the Alia Boston throw her 3 meters away with one
Mm-hmm.
shoulder move.
Yeah.
Do it, do it, do it. Be aggressive. Attack her on defense, and when she attacked, yes, yes.
Yeah. I agree. Pam said he thinks the Aces are very beatable. Guard Wilson down low, tried to strip her down low like Timmy did. Hand checker, run with her. Yeah, I just said that. Yeah, you get. Also too, Pam. I think keeping her in front of the basket, not allowing her to get deep into the paint, make her shoot jumpers. If you make her shoot a lot of jumpers, that wears your arm out a lot. She wants to get to the basket. She wants to get easy shots towards the basket. So if you keep her out front and make her shoot them little fadeaways and take long shots, then guess what? You keep her from getting rebounds under the basket, and then we can grab all the rebounds of Leah Boston. And like I said, there's nobody if Natasha Howard played like she played in game one when we played them early in the season by beating when we beat them, because there's nobody really that's going to be able to defend Natasha Howard without fouling her. You know, she's very unorthodox player, to be honest with you. Natasha Howard is very unorthodox. I don't understand how she do it, but her experience and her knowledge, because you got to think, Melissa Smith is not going to score a bunch of points. She's going to miss. She's not going to get, she'll probably rebound here and there, but they, look who they have really to score points on their starting team. Chelsea Gray gonna want to distribute before she starts scoring. You know what I'm saying? You know, and if we run out, she's not gonna keep up. You gotta run this team and be physical with this team. One thing about the Aces, they don't like being physical. And I think if the Seattle Storm played physical with them instead of trying to play finesse with them, they would have easy advance to them. Her shoulder is also, oh yeah, I forgot Angel Wilson's shoulder is hurt a little bit, so you want
Right,
to
right,
you
right, 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 right.
yeah,
Yes, yes, yes.
you definitely want to go after her, make her play defense, go after her. Yeah, that's a good point, Pam. That was a good point right there. I think KK, honestly, I think KK and Bree Turner are gonna be something special. And I'm gonna tell you, look for the defensive pressure of Lexi Hall and Ariel Powers. Ariel Powers is gonna be a force in this series. I just think that her presence changed the Fever when she took Sophie Cunningham's spot. Her presence really changed how the Fever played defensively, mentally, and tough and more gritty. You know what I'm saying? And if we just can't, and the only thing for us, we cannot miss easy baskets under the rim. We gotta clean that up. I think that hurts us more than anything. I could live with us not making shots from the outside, but when you miss point blank scores under the basket and you have a chance to put a team away, like I said before, like I was telling Maurice over there, Keeping the Vision, KTTV, I was telling him that if we had scored all the points under the basket like we should have in game one, Atlanta would have been going home. Atlanta would have went home a long time ago. A long time ago. We would have been home chilling for about 4 or 5 games, 4 or 5 days before we played in this series. We would have been had them out. It would have been over with. Anna said, KK, Lexi, and Turner are dangerous defense. Yeah, I'm telling you, I think Bree Turner presence is going to be felt in this game. She really, really, when she comes in, she really plays that defense really, really well. It's just, you're going to have to really, really play, get her the way you want to get her and everything like that. So, yeah. But I think, and like I said before, I think if Damaris Johnson is able to play in this series, that's going to be another key factor for this team. It's going to be another key factor because she can stretch the floor. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to, the thing about it is, if you end up putting her and AB on the floor at the same time, Asia Wilson going to have to take one of the two. And if Asia Wilson is not on the floor and she goes to the bench, that gives the Fever the advantage to really put pressure on her, because you cannot allow Asia Wilson go to the bench and you don't build a lead at all. Can't say at this point the Reds had Fever team got nothing to lose. Oh yeah, they don't. And Sophie Cunningham said it on her podcast yesterday that the league is mad because they didn't expect for them to be there. They didn't expect for the Fever to be there at all. They just think that the Fever was supposed to go away or not make the playoffs. They would have been more happy if the Fever didn't make the playoffs. But that's not going to happen. Bronx said, I was thinking that we should put Bree Turner on Asia Wilson. That's the perfect matchup. Yeah, when Bree Turner comes in the game, yeah, I will put her right on her immediately. And then say, for instance, if Asia Wilson go to the bench and they bring somebody in like Melissa Smith or whoever that other girl is on the sideline. I don't even know her name. You could bring KK in, you know, and I think KK's her speed, her maneuver under the rim to get to the rim, and her strength is it's uncanny. I watched it the last game when she got that I think it's game 2 when we was at home and she got she had got that N1 over Nas Hillman and Bree Jones. That's that right there tells me it's going to be hard. Just imagine if Bree Turner, because if you look at it, Jackie Young had got that tip pass against Seattle to get them up 2 to win the game. And Neckodon was right behind her. They didn't even challenge to get the rebound or try to like rip it out her hand or whatever the case may be. KK would have challenged that. She would have challenged that. Angela. Stephanie knows she 3 wins away from the finals. Her ego needs to be left at the door. Oh man, let me tell you, Stephanie White gets to the finals. Man, let me tell you, you think she been crying in the locker room in the past? Man, she's going. I would have to do a special Academy Award tribute video to Stephanie White because she's gonna. I mean, she's gonna ball. And then they win it at the FIBA win it. Oh my God.
What? May I ask you something?
Yeah, go ahead, Lobo.
How on earth Phoenix win against Liberty? Please explain to me.
Well, Liberty made too many mistakes. And yeah, they had injuries. Breonna Stewart was talking about how they had a lot of injuries, but everybody had injuries this year. But the thing about it is the Liberty had a stacked team, a completely stacked team.
Exactly.
They had more talent on that team than anybody in the W at all.
Exactly. How? How they lose?
And guess what? I mean, when you got the thing about it is they only had 8 points off their bench last night. Phoenix had 20 something points off their bench last night. I think 23. If your bench don't score, it's hard for you to win games. You need your bench involved. They bench showed up. If Phoenix bench didn't show up, then there's a possibility Liberty could have won that game. But Phoenix bench showed up, even though they starters had points. But the bench was the difference in the game. And then Jacqueline Jones wasn't playing well. Stewie, she had 30 points, but she gave it all she got. Sabrina had 22. That's it. So, and then the biggest acquisition of free agency they get was Emma Missamon, and she never showed up. She been invisible.
I know.
She's been invisible since she came to the team. And then you literally cut Marie Johannes, who could provide you an up-tempo pace, and she could also provide you passing and could run the offense. Natasha Cloud didn't show up.
Natasha Howard.
She didn't show up at all. But she steady out there, runs her mouth, but she can't show up when it needed to. See? But the thing about it is, New York, they got a lot to worry about in this offseason, though. So, yeah. Let me get to these comments real quick. All right. What's up, Iceman? Nice to see you up here, man. Stephanie White gets to the finals. No way she would ever take responsibility for a loss. Oh, yeah. Lack of attention to detail for life. What? Man, look at here. She'll be immune to that. She would like me make mistakes. Let me tell you, she'll think she's the best coach in the league. For real. Anna said, I think if they get to the finals, they won't win against the Lynx. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough against the Lynx. Yeah. Because you best believe, Anna, Sharon Reeves ain't going to want to lose to the Fever in the finals. Do you know how humiliated she will be if the Fever make it to the finals and she lose to them in the finals? Man, sure, we probably she will never come. You will never see her this whole all season. Nothing. But the thing about it is, Fee had to show up. Fee has not showed up in bright lights. That's important for the Minnesota Lynx to win. She has to show up in the bright lights. She don't. I mean, and she wilts away a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to keep an eye out on. Let me get to. Oh, Angela say, yeah, Mary Jo Harness is a great. Yeah, and they didn't utilize her. They didn't utilize her at all. They could have utilized her, and she would have been just fine, just fine. Angela say, yeah, we beat them before. Yeah, we beat them before. We could beat that team. To me, I look at it like this: the Fever shouldn't be scared of none of these teams. I just think now we know how to play them with Fee and everybody else. They just have a lot of length, and they're not really athletic like, but they just physical, slow physical. If that makes any sense. Yeah, Becky, Cheryl, and Becky, yeah, they will not like it at all. I totally believe Cece and the hospital squad are helping these women coach them up. Cece has the best court vision in the league. She's helping. That's a perfect point. You know what? I do believe that. I do believe Cece is helping Stephanie White, and she's able to see the floor. She's so close to the floor. She sees things. And there's been too many times this year and in the playoff that Cece has been in that huddle coaching them girls up. You know what I'm saying? And showing them what they see or they need to do. You know, so I believe that too. Reed's always on angry time. Oh yeah, she stayed on angry time. Just like we'll say CC on demon time, Cheryl Reed's on angry time because her face stays ball up all the time. All the time.
Uh,
Crazy,
uh,
crazy.
where rhetorical question.
Go ahead, Lobo.
Uh, the best team in the WNBA right now.
Me personally,
Yes,
um,
you personally.
I think to me, I think to me personally, I think Minnesota. Minnesota is the best team.
Exactly.
I,
Rhetorical question.
I think to me the second is Phoenix, but Phoenix
uh,
is beatable too. They beatable too. Um,
definite, definitely,
but and then I'll put to me over
definitely.
the Aces, I'll put the Fever third. To me, I feel like the Fever the third best team in the playoffs right now.
I ask it
Yeah,
the best, the best.
Dion said the Mercury. I think Minnesota is better than
No,
them.
no way,
Yeah.
no. Minnesota is the best team in the WNBA.
KP, KP, go out and come back in. Um, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting series. I won't be surprised both of these series go five. To be honest with you, for TV ratings purposes, I, I,
Agree, completely
I
agree.
yeah, I don't. Me personally, I feel. Uh, KP, I'll mute your mic. Reed's attitude is like she's is on a red for week permanent. Yeah, I know, right? she man, she kills me on that sideline. She kills me on that sideline all the time, all the time. But yeah, I honestly I won't be surprised both of these series go five at all because of for TV ratings
Uh,
purposes.
agree. I think Minnesota should win the series in 3 games. Uh,
Yeah.
Minnesota is top of the top. Uh, uh, Aces and eh, we have Echo and
Hmm.
YFR DCU. Uh,
Iceman said third. Do you mean the fifth best right now? Like ESPN, WNBA panel say, man, if I listen to them fools on ESPN, I'll be crazy like them too. I don't pay them attention. They don't even pay attention to the games. They just talk. They just get on there and just talk and ramble. You see how they was rambling about the playoff format? They don't even make sense half the time. And it's like they wait to see who's going to be right or who's going to be wrong so they could correct each other. Pam said, I hope Phoenix get the boot. Yeah, I want them to lose. I'm waiting on them. All right, Coach, so I'm about to drop the link for you. Yeah, I want them to lose too. I definitely want them to lose. That ESPN ranking is so ridiculous. Yeah, Angela, it is. It's crazy. It is so crazy. It is, to me, I feel like it don't even make sense. It doesn't make sense at all because it's a bunch of narrative. That's all it is. Yeah, I want Phoenix. Yeah, Dion, I want Phoenix to go too. I definitely, man. I don't want them to make it to the finals because all that gonna do is just really pump up their head. I'd rather face Minnesota in the finals and lose to them than what up, courtside?
What up, Don?
Ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? So just here, doing a little preview, you know what I'm saying, with everybody. So just trying to get everybody perspective on, the game for tomorrow. So I was I was talking to everybody because, I want to see what your perspective is on what you think that the Fever chances against the Aces and how you view the matchup and everything like that.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
I think they can pull it out, bro. You know what I mean? I think everybody's like, the reason people don't think they can pull it out is because of one player, and that's Asia Wilson. You know what I'm saying? If you eliminate Asia Wilson, you know what I'm saying? If you take Asia Wilson off this team, the Fever is favored to win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Asia Wilson gonna get hurt. She's a great player, bro. I don't like her. Like, I think she's boring for me to watch. That don't mean she's not good. You know what I'm saying? So just know she's gonna get her 30, 29, 25 points. But everybody else, bro, they can't be having 20 and 25, bro. She gotta be by herself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's it, bro. And I think it's gonna come down to guard play. It's gonna come down to guard play. I think we got better guards, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you on that because I said it. They guards too slow. We already showed that we could beat them. Becky Hammond out there talking reckless already. Talk about they was in turmoil. They not the same team, but we not the same team. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't even expect to play us. They were expecting to play Atlanta, and that was the shocker. Now they already, because they think we play Atlanta, we gonna already beat them. You know what I'm saying? That's what their mentality was already. But I told the chat, I said, I won't be surprised and go 5, both series, go 5 for ratings purposes. But I do believe Indiana's going to take one of these games. If it ain't game 1, it's going to be game 2. And it's going to put so much pressure on the Aces because we swept the Storm this year. And they struggled with them. So the Storm had more height. I don't view the Aces with a lot of height. They slow a team. They rely on Asia Wilson for everything. You know what I'm saying? And if like I was telling the chat earlier, I said, if you keep her out the paint, because she likes to live in that paint, she likes to drive a full hit of stream. If you make her shoot jumpers and just allow her to stay away from the basket, that feeds into us more as a team because we could get out in transition, get rebounded, get in transition if she missed a shot.
Hey, listen, bro. I don't know if people watch them games. This gonna sound blasphemous what I say, but it's the truth.
Retro pull up.
This is gonna sound blasphemous what I say, bro, but it's the truth.
Go
Aaliyah Boston be killing Asia Wilson, bro.
Yeah.
Killing her, man. Like, hey, listen, bro. Hey, and I wouldn't put Boston on Asia Wilson. She be getting a foul. I would put like KK or Turner.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna take turns playing Asia Wilson because whoever you put on, they're gonna be getting cooked. Yeah, let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just put them on them so we don't get nobody else in foul trouble, bro.
Exactly.
And run the ball through Aaliyah Boston, man. Because they can't stop her. Like, I don't know what it is about Aaliyah Boston, but she always pretty much have a good game against Asia Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you get physical with Asia Wilson, bro, I don't care. Nobody says she don't like it. She don't like it, bro. You remember how Aaliyah Boston was talking shit to her in the last game, bro? She don't like it, bro. But if you let her get to that little left-hand shot and one and get her to talking shit and getting them fouls, she's going to be hard to beat, man. You got to eliminate her from the game, bro. I think we all right, man.
Hey,
and play defense.
You pretty much said everything that I had said earlier because physicality is going to be the one. I say that the way the Fever took that physicality to Atlanta and gave it back to Atlanta, because Atlanta didn't expect for the Fever to be physical with them. They expect for the Fever to lay down. And now that the Fever can play physical, it's going to be a whole different series because, to your point, the Aces don't like to be physical. They don't like to be physical. And I think big body, Aaliyah Boston put that body on her. I think Natasha Howard, as awkward as she is, she can have a good game. I think Natasha Howard is going to have a good series in this series.
May I interrupt?
Go ahead, Lobo.
Somebody said Cap. Somebody said
not only they didn't
What's
expect.
up, Racho?
Not only they didn't expect that they are the glory team, the shining team. Nobody is allowed to play physical with the aces. This is also very important because they're 4 Olympians, five Olympians. You cannot touch them, and in the moment, in the second, you disagree? You disagree?
Go ahead, Pastor.
Hey,
You disagree?
I think you're living off old years ago Olympians. You a loyal, she ain't that same players a long time ago. Listen, bro, let's go player for player, because I think Indiana got the better team. Let's go player for player. Asia Wilson, we'll compare her to who? Like, okay, we all know that you would take Asia Wilson over everybody on our team, right? Okay, so let's eliminate her. Chelsea Gray, would you take Chelsea Gray right now, today? Not the old Chelsea Gray. Today, who would you take her over? Would you take her over Sims today? Let's say you would. Would you take her over Mitchell? Okay, Jackie, would you take Jackie over Mitchell right now?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. We got a better team, bro.
I think
you go player for player.
I think Jackie is close, but if you looking at it from schematic standpoint, no, I would take what Kelsey Mitchell could provide and what she does offensively. I would take her. Jackie defensively, it would be different. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Well, Jackie, I think Jackie depends on the night though too. You know what I mean? Yeah. She's on and she's off.
Mm-hmm.
But so is Kelsey Mitchell.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
But what you want to do is you want to make the other players put them positions they have to score. Make Jackie have to score. Make Chelsea have to score. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you guys talked about before I got in here though, but Becky and Asia is nervous. They're nervous.
Oh yeah. I agree because I watched that press conference. They didn't expect for us to be there at all. And the thing about it is that they know for a fact that it's going to be a problem. And I'm telling you, the Jackie Young Aerial Powers matchup is going to be the one to watch. That Dana Evans and the Odyssey Sim matchup is going to be the one to watch. They both have history.
Hey, who got the better team?
We do.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They just got Asia Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Think about all those Chicago Bull teams when Michael Jordan first came in the league. Yeah, he was busting everybody's ass, but they was losing. You see, because he didn't have nobody else. You see what I'm saying? So Asia Wilson's gonna get her whatever she get, 30, 35. Get 50. I don't give a damn. Get 50. You know what I mean? But that means your other people ain't scoring, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We're gonna play a complete team game, force them to have to do everything through her, man. That's how I think.
They know they have to come back to Indiana. I mean, they got 2 games, and then they have to come to Indiana. They don't like playing in Indiana.
If Indiana's still one of these games, bro, ooh-wee.
I was telling Costa, I say if Indiana steal game 1 or 2, it's gonna be so much pressure on them because if they steal game 1 and that means they gotta win game 2, they gotta take 2 in Indiana, and they gotta close out in Indiana. They ain't gonna want to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on real quick, my dude. He said Antoine says, "Courtside, you gotta stop talking basketball, bro. This is a championship team. Who's the championship team? I don't know.
Who? Oh, Antoine, who you talking about? You talking about the Aces? They don't even look like a championship team.
Bro,
they go as far as Asia go.
They're old. They're old, bro. They're old. This remind me of back in the day when the Lakers went and got Gary Payton, Karl Malone. They were Olympians too, but they weren't Olympians when they went to the LA. You see what I'm saying? And they lost.
Yep.
Didn't they?
Yeah.
They lost. It's the same thing, man. Jewel Lloyd ain't the same Jewel Lloyd as when she was in, was it Seattle? Was it Seattle? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not the same. Not the same players, bro. It's not.
The last 2 years, Jewel Lloyd was declining, and then they had her starting this year and put her to the bench, and she still look how many points she had last night. I mean, the night before, she had like 6 points. Come on, man.
Bro, he said, I'm not talking about Jackie Young. I'm talking about all the Jewel Lloyd, Chelsea Gray. They old, bro. Especially Chelsea Gray. She's starting. She's their starting point guard. She's old, bro. She's old. She still can ball. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, she'll be limping by the end.
Oh, bro. Fever is a better team. Nobody can argue that. This is like the Philadelphia 76ers when they won 1 game against the Lakers. Allen Iverson was getting busy, but the Lakers had a better team. And I'm not saying that they got a Shaq or Kobe. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying in general, bro, the Fever has a better team, man. And if they keep this team together and then add Caitlin Clark next year, bro, they might have a dynasty.
Yeah.
Dynasty, man. This man.
Somebody said that if they go into winning it all, and this is matter of fact, this is going to bring back the question I had because the chat was with me on this one. So this is for you and Retro. You remember the narrative about if the Fever win the championship and say that Caitlin Clark was it won't be the same for her to win the ring because she didn't participate, she didn't help them win. So I rebuked that. So I took it all the way back. I said, well, check this out. So if she didn't help this team get in position to win the Commissioner's Cup, to get into the playoffs, at least win the first round of the playoffs, then take the 13 games that she played. There was 8-5 when she played. If you take the 8 games she won, they don't make the playoffs. Story over. The Fever do not make the playoffs. Without them 8 games, Caitlin won. So her participation for helping this team still is valid because even if they go all the way and win the championship, she was part of that team to help that team navigate wins throughout the season, even though she got hurt. That's my whole argument. See, people was trying to flip it to make it look like, hey, she wasn't part of the team because she was hurt all season and she don't deserve this. You know, it won't be the same. You know, Stephanie White gonna be looking like, well, I can do this without Cece, but you got to think back. Cece was part of the equation in the beginning of the season. If they didn't win them 8 games, the Fever would never be in the playoffs.
Hey, I got $100. Hey, Antoine Baker, I got $100. I got $100 say they don't get sweat. I got $100 say they don't get sweat. And I got Cash App, Venmo, Zelle. I got $100 they don't get sweat, bro.
I got $100 when the ace is sweet, though, you gotta admit that you don't know basketball. Well, Antoine, I tell you what.
I got $100.
I tell you what, if the Fever wins, yeah, I know he's trolling talking. If the Fever wins you got to come on my live stream every time, and you got to talk FIBA basketball for a whole month.
He ain't gonna do it.
He's got to tell everybody that he loves Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
He ain't gonna do it.
Maria in the house. Maria, if you want to pull up, the link is in the chat.
He ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
Hey man,
So,
I think it's gonna be a good series though. I think it's gonna be good games.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be like but I just believe, man, if you take Asia Wilson away and just say, you know what, I wouldn't double Asia, none of that, bro. That's just me. I wouldn't double team her. I wouldn't do none of that. She gonna get her point. Let her do her thing, whatever, man. That's fine. We're gonna play you head up. We're gonna put KK on you. We're gonna put Turner on you. Do what you do. Every once in a while, we put Howard on you. We keeping Boston away from her. We don't want Boston getting in foul trouble. We ain't double teaming. We shutting down everybody else. Go ahead and get your 30. But y'all ain't scoring. The rest of y'all,
she only get half her points are foul shots. So that
whatever.
It's a special whistle. So
however you get it, cool. Get it.
Yeah, but we were getting some special whistles. So who's the refs going to side on? I mean,
well, I actually was looking at John with Liquidators. He did a video today, and it was pretty informational because he was saying that if you look at the playoff, the Fever has been getting to the line a lot, even though there've been some bad refereeing in spots. But if you go back and watch all 3 games and look at the box score, they have been getting to the line a whole lot. And he was thinking that somebody probably got to Kathy and said, hey, we don't want our ratings to go down. You know, so you
didn't I say that on the last live wire? I said that on the live wire. I said, man, we might be who would make more money? The Fever and the Lynx or the Mercury or the Aces and the Mercury or the Lynx. If Fever went to the championship, bro, it's gonna be the best ratings ever in the history of basketball, bro. So we might be trying to
for real. Hey, it might be some, hey, all I'm saying is I'm telling you, like I started looking at it because I remember the first game, everybody would start complaining about the free throws. You know, the referees in the first. I said, no, the Fever had chances. They missed easy shots, and they didn't take care of business in the second quarter. If they had made all their shots under the basket and took care of business in the second quarter, they win that game despite the refereeing. They messed that game up.
Yeah, it was what, 29-21?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Hey, Livewire, I know I'm on your show, bro. But I know on my show, I get killed. But I got to say it anyway, bro.
What?
Stephanie White, man, hey, man, hey, listen, bro. Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen, man. Hey, man, I'm just saying, hey, listen, bro. Hey, on my show, I like to keep it real, bro. I call it down the middle, bro. I go game per game. I don't take the whole overall. I go game per game. In these last 2 games, bro, I see the difference, man. I see the difference, man. I see coaching. I see Howard getting snatched out the game. You know what I mean? I see Sims getting put back in the game in 2 minutes, 3 minutes left in the game. I see some changes, man. Now,
courtside, you know who I've seen coaching? I've seen Coach Kelly coaching. I'm not seeing Coach White coaching.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what
That's
I know.
a big difference, too.
I understand that. I agree with y'all. But this is what I know. It don't matter. We gonna kill her. Who we would have blamed that have lost, bro? Would have been Kelly or Size? I mean, or White. It'd have been White, right? All right, then. So
she was getting the blame no matter what.
So we gotta give her some credit, bro. Now she come out next game and mess up. I got a right to change my mind. You know what I'm saying? But the last 2 games, hey, bro, you can't tell me you haven't seen a difference in the last 2 games, man. The rotation, you can't tell me, bro. Hey, I'm just saying. I know you don't like that retro. I understand. I know you don't like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm riding with retro all the way down to the bank. Hey, I ain't no Stephanie White fan. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I agree. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, and I do agree that I I do agree that she had made some improvement. Even if they go all the way and they win the championship, she still get my eviction notice.
Thank God she didn't get Coach of the Year. Thank God.
We were saying this in the chat earlier before y'all came, right?
Thank God.
We were saying in the chat that if Stephanie White wins the title, she's never going to take responsibility for anything. She's going to be thinking she's the best coach in the league, hands down, bar none.
Hey, I would too. I got one of them things. When you get one of them rings, you can't tell nobody nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Can't
she already has one. Doesn't she already have one?
Stephanie White? Yeah, she does. As assistant.
Not as a coach.
Assistant.
Not a head coach, right?
Yeah,
okay.
assistant.
Oh, okay. So
she almost got one as a head coach when she took over and she faced Cheryl Reeves them in the finals, and Cheryl Reeves sent her home. Maria, TWA say Fever might sweep the asses. Oh boy, talk that talk. That's what I'm talking about.
How's everyone doing?
What's up, Maria?
Good, Maria.
Good. I'm joining you guys while I'm making hamburger patties for the seniors tonight because I have movie night and hamburger meals for the seniors. So if you hear any like popping and banging behind me, you know it's because I'm pounding down some hamburgers. So, but anyways, somebody needs to get courtside off of the Fred Flintstone vitamins. I told you guys that the other day. Stop it. I have never seen him this freaking hyper ever. Okay? And I mean, I haven't been with you guys a long time, but I've never seen him this hyper. And I'm fine with that. You know, I haven't really been too much into the games because I try and look at everything, as you guys already know. Do I want the Fever? Do I want the best for the Fever team? Yes, I want them to win. But then I'm concerned what happens if they win. And we all know what that entails. Because, you know, Caitlin is going to get the short end of the stick and is going to get the setup. I don't care what anybody says. Because Stephanie White is going to get to do anything and everything she wants to do. And if you think it's bad right now, it's going to get worse if they go any further. And we all know that.
Maria, I mean, I'm 100%, you know, with you on that. But I think the inevitable is coming. I think the inevitable is coming. I think this Fever team has become something of an anomaly in sports history and sports story that we can't take for granted, regardless of the optics that we see, you know. But something is about to happen in WWE history that has probably never ever happened ever. Is that a team that with 5 hardship players and your top superstar is out, one of your most grittiest players is out, and this team makes it to the finals and win the finals. Then you know what the storyline would be. You know what ESPN and all of them would be saying. Like,
of course,
all their top teams get knocked out, all their favorite players get knocked out, and Caitlin Clark-Lett's team. And I said this earlier because I told Retro and Courtside this. I said people might could discount Caitlin because she was out the whole season, but her contribution to this team early on in the season goes a long way, and it can't be discounted because the 8 games that she has won with this team, if you take that away, this team doesn't make the playoff.
True.
That's true.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were.
No, go ahead, Maria. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, you and I and everyone on this panel knows that. Will they get to the finals? I don't know about that, but I have concerns. I want what's best for them, but I still have concerns. And I really because like I told you guys the other day, I'm over it. I am really over it. I sat in your chat during the last game, not because I was interested really in the game, but because I like you and I like spending time with you and Nicole. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that. That means a lot.
And so, I'm like one hand up, one hand down. So it is what it is. And I understand everybody's excitement about it and everybody's wanting for it. And I don't know if Forsyth put $500 on the game. Did he put $500 on the game?
No, I said if Caitlin came back, I would put 500 on the win the championship.
Gotcha, buddy. Well, listen, like I said, I don't want to be a downer. I don't want to be a downer about it. I'm just looking at the reality of how you can give a specific person who already has this type of control even more control than what she's got right now. That's kind of sketchy. But I'm going to go ahead and continue with the burgers, but I'm going to kick back and listen to you guys, okay?
All right, Mario. Well, jump in whenever you get a chance.
Listen to this, man. Huh? Listen to this. Drizzy said this, and it makes sense, and I agree with him. Drizzy was on Whitlock. Shout out to Drizzy. That's Keep the Vision for those who don't know. You know what I'm saying? Drizzy was on Whitlock. He said something that made a lot of sense, and I agree. He said the Fever without Caitlin Clark are just a gritty team. They're just a gritty team come together at the right and gel at the right moment. The Fever with Caitlin Clark on it is a championship team. See, that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? And also, he said a lot of these teams just not that good, bro. WNBA. I don't know if Caitlin Clark got fined. I don't know. I don't know if she got fined.
She said she got fined $200. She said, and she said in her caption, she said the refs still can't stop us. I love it.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, though, like this, I don't care what nobody say. If the Fever go win a championship, and Caitlin get a ring too. So all that Caitlin don't got a ring shit over with. I don't care about what she played. That narrative gotta go. That narrative gotta go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because Wentz got a ring. The Philadelphia Eagles, their quarterback Wentz got hurt.
Yep.
What's the dude name? I can't think of the quarterback name that came in. He came in.
Talk about Hurts.
No, not Hurts. Not Hurts. It wasn't Hurts.
Talk about I know who you talk about. Foles, Nick Foles.
Oh, Nick Foles. He got a ring, didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't Wentz get a ring? So Wentz got hurt. Foles came in, went to Super Bowl, won a Super Bowl. He got a ring. So if they go win a championship, Caitlin Clark get a ring. I don't want to hear none of that. What y'all should be worried about is next season, because they're gonna be more dangerous next season. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, KP, go ahead and unmute your mic.
Hey man, I'm just saying, man.
Thank you so much, Lavoy. Thank you so much. I'm so blessed. I've been wanting to come on your show for a minute now, and I'm just super grateful that I can just have a conversation with you.
Oh, I appreciate it. Well, thank you for joining us today. You have any questions? What's your thoughts? Tell me about the series. What you think about the Aces and the Fever series?
Yeah, look, I think it's a good matchup. I think what's going to happen is the problem is with the league is that they really don't want the Indiana Fever to be in the semifinals to begin with. In fact, to be in the playoffs to begin with. So now they all pissed off, from the commissioner all the way down to the fans of the other teams. So it's a very people are pissed. People are very angry about the Indiana Fever at the moment. But then what I think is, if Aaliyah Boston can stay out of foul trouble and let Bree Turner and Michaela Simpson to actually handle the defensive work on Asia, I think that'll work out best for us, because they'll be looking to get Aaliyah Boston in foul trouble and probably get Jackie Young on Cassie Mitchell, which I don't think she can keep up with her on the court. I mean, Kelsey Mitchell is super fast. She can get to the lane. She can hit the three ball. So it's going to be very challenging for them. But I'm thinking they have to live with Kelsey Mitchell. They just have to live with her making her shots. What they're trying to stop is Aaliyah Boston also making her shots. And they're also trying to stop Odyssey Sims, which is not so much of a problem to stop, because, I mean, Odyssey only has a few made shots. She's not very efficient in her shot taking. She's very poor on the three. Yeah, man, some days she can drive, other days she doesn't make her shots when she drives. So it's an inconsistent player, which I think they can live with that from my point of view.
That's a pretty good point. You know, like I was I sat down yesterday and I thought about this, and I was like, I had made a video. I think Retro, you comment on it today or yesterday, and I just say, you know what, I'm going to do a special live, because this matchup to me is really is going to separate the narrative of the WNBA with the Indiana Fever. Because if the Indiana Fever, regardless if they win the championship or not, if they get past the Aces, well, let me rephrase that. When they beat the Aces and go to the finals, Becky Hammond already been, I was about to call her Becky Lynch again. Becky Hammond already been complaining about the 1-1 format and saying that because the Indiana Fever didn't have. And you know the Indiana Fever already taking all of this in. Stephanie White, you gotta think, Stephanie White was with Connecticut, and they beat up on the Aces last year a lot. I mean, like physically beat them. And I think we had the players to do it a little bit more, not as hard, but we have enough physicality to impose our will on them. And I watched the third quarter of the Fever and the Dream game. When the Fever started opposing their will and started being physical with them, the Dream just wilted down. They couldn't take it no more. And that's going to be the recipe for this series, for them to continue to pose their will and be physical with them. I was listening to one of the Chicago Sky podcasters. I forgot her name. Her name Key, and she was doing I guess a matchup or whatever. And they were saying that the Fever don't have scoring to match the Aces, saying that we just going to get swept. And I was like, we got more scoring. We got more scoring than the Aces do. We got more scoring than they do, and I think that right there, you're not looking at it because you're looking at it from looking at it from the Aja Wilson's perspective. You know what I'm saying? If they didn't have Aja Wilson, would they be in the playoff? No, not at all. I mean, they struggled.
That's true.
They struggled early in the season. You know, they was 8-9. We was 9-8 at the time. You know, so I just think that everything that the Fever went through has more of an advantage over any other team, because a lot of other teams didn't go through what we went through.
Mhm.
Yeah, when Aja was injured, they did not do well at all.
And she's hurt now. Her shoulder's hurt.
Listen, man. Yeah. All you got to do, I don't know, bro. If you break down this game into like defense and offense, bro, the Fever got a better defensive team. They got a better offensive team. The Aces got one better player than everybody. That's it. Like I said, if you take Aja Wilson off the team, the Fever are favored to win the series. It's Aja Wilson, bro. And you have to frustrate her. Bro, you got to play physical. If you go watch the games, even the games we lost, the game, I think Kevin Clark played that game. I think Aaliyah Boston had like 20 in the first half or 16, between 16 and something like that in the first half, bro. And then Stephanie White didn't make no adjustments. The Aces did. They came out the second half. They won the game. But if you get physical with Aja, bro, you can win. You can beat her, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you study her game, you know it's replicate. She does the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, bro. You know what I'm saying? But let her get her points. Don't let her get her points, but you know what I mean. Guard her, tough, but just play good defense. Don't double. I wouldn't double, bro. I wouldn't double her at all, man. I wouldn't double. I wouldn't. I mean, I would not be doubling, bro.
I don't think we've played them since we have all the players we have now, have we?
No, that was one of my points, because this team is a little bit built differently, physically, and more grittier than the team we had earlier, because we was a little finesse. We didn't play a bad defense, but this team here has more of a physical defensive presence than the previous team when we had Sophie on there. So the pieces that we have now is a little bit more different, because you think about this. Dantes didn't play that much back then because she was out for that Mirror Cup. You know, KK didn't play that much. I don't know if we had Dewana Bono and she was gone at that time. So, but as I look at the stat right here, they say that the Fever has, where is that? The Fever has slightly better offensive numbers, and the Aces has a slight better rebounding edge. So that's not even saying that they are better defensively. So that's telling you that we better defensively and offensively better than them. You know, So, and we average more points per game to them, like almost 90 points a game. So,
yeah, and who would you put Lexi on?
I'll put her on Jackie Young. I'll put her on
I'll
Jackie
put
Young.
on Jackie Young. Yeah,
I'll put her on Jackie Young because guess what? When Lexi goes out, you bring Aerial Powers in, and Aerial Powers is tougher, and put on Jackie Young too. So that slows Jackie Young down. Jackie Young gonna have to work. It's not gonna be free for her.
Dude, these girls are ready. Sims was on. Wasn't she on somebody's couch?
Yeah, but you know, Sims played before the season. Before she was on somebody's couch, she was with LA early in the season. She played against Dana. She played against Dana Evans, and I want to see that matchup because I think Sims
gonna be dogging great, bro.
Yeah.
She can't. I'm telling you, man. I know you don't like Sims, Retro. I understand. I get it. She gonna be dogging. Hey, I know. You know what I'm saying? Retro, my girl, though. Everybody know I got mad love for Retro. She showed me mad support. But you know, we gotta keep it real. You know what I'm saying? She don't like Sims. What did she do? I don't know what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? I understand. But if you gonna take the matchup, who would you take right now? Sims or Gray in a matchup? You know what I'm saying? Gray can't even walk. I be seeing. I'm not talking about. I'm just saying basketball. When I be seeing them walk in,
like when
bro.
Gray went to Unrivaled, you saw her true talent.
Yeah, that's 3-on-3 though. This 5-on-5.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And Sims want it. And Sims, man.
Well, we're loaded with guards. We're loaded with guards. So
yeah, it's gonna be a guard game. Hey, I seen somebody say nobody can get 20. Man, we got like 4 people on the Fever can get a dub. I seen Sims start the season off with the Fever with like 2 back-to-back dubs. I think 18 and then 20. I believe I'm not mistaken, something like that. We seen Lexi go for a dub. You know, Kelsey Mitchell can get a dub. We see Boston go for dubs. I didn't even see Howard go for dubs. Come on, bro. We got 4 or 5 people that can go get a dub.
Went for a dub.
Last game we had
Henry
5
McDonald went for a dub this year.
Come on, man. We got 4 or 5 people on the team that can go for a dub. You know what I'm saying? You cut. I don't see nobody going for a dub on the Aces other than Jackie.
I've been out the game. And I've been out the game. I've been out the game for so long, and I still can get a dub.
And then who they got? Who they got? Alyssa Smith.
Boy, I can't wait to that.
Nalissa Smith would be lucky just to get 5 rebounds.
I forgot about her, man.
What?
I got a question for you, if I may.
Go ahead, Maria.
Hey, Livewire, let me know when I can talk.
Oh, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
Because, you know, courtside love that. You see, look. Right, Retro, right?
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna do like Angel Reese. I'm gonna do like Angel Reese, and I'm gonna trademark that shit. Hey, come on, let me know when I can talk.
Exactly, do it, buddy. So
we need a t-shirt.
T-shirt.
Right.
Hey, get on it, courtside, and send us each a shirt, buddy. Hey, can you? Okay, so this is a question for the panel. Can the Fever play the way they played last game?
Absolutely.
Because that was not a pretty game.
I don't think they need to play the same way that they played the Dream, because this is a different team that's got different skill sets, you know?
I agree. I agree with you. And that's why I'm asking, can they afford to play the way they played on the last game?
Hey, let me answer that question like this. Would you take Gray? I think everybody up here would take Gray over any one of the guards on the Aces. Gray.
No. But what I'm saying,
I get what you're saying.
Keeping the last game that they played. Can they afford to play that way? Because that wasn't a pretty game. That was ugly.
It wasn't a pretty game, but that game was not an anomaly. That game is how they play basketball. And Lexi, and we should have blew them out. I ain't gonna say blew them out, but we should have won in a better fashion. Lexi don't really miss those shots. Lexi had like 6 open threes that she just missed. I don't see her missing those shots like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not gonna just keep missing those shots. She's gonna make those shots. You know what I'm saying? And we just sent home Atlanta Dream, who got a way better backcourt than the Aces. Gray and Ryan is better than Jackie and Chelsea. We just sent them home. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if they sweep them. I'm keeping it 100, man. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Well, you heard Asia whenever they said, you're playing the Fever, and then she kind of like, it was almost like she didn't hear it, or she heard it and they said it again. She goes, Fever, same way with Coach,
Yeah.
It was like
it's because they know that the Fever's not gonna do any favors for them. If they're playing Atlanta in the semifinals, all the players from Atlanta are rooting for Asia Wilson to win the title this season, and they know the Fever's not gonna do them any favors. Look at what's her name?
Hey,
look at Alicia Gray. She only plays well if she's not playing against Las Vegas Aces. When she plays against Asia Wilson, it's like she's scared out of her mind. She doesn't shoot. She doesn't defend. She literally does nothing. And on top of that, she's wearing Asia's shoes on the same court.
Yeah, they went to South Carolina.
Hey, Livewire.
Yes, sir.
Livewire. Do you know what the talk is going to be if Asia Wilson gets sent home by a feverless Caitlin Clark?
It's gonna look bad. It's gonna look real bad.
I'm gonna write my own headline on that one.
Another thing too is, do you know why they didn't move the arena to the bigger arena when we played the Dream?
Yeah,
they didn't move it to a bigger arena.
Yeah,
they kept it. You know why?
Fever fans.
Fever fans.
Too many Fever fans, bro. So that's gonna play a part in this game, bro. It's gonna play a part. I wouldn't be surprised if Asia Wilson them try to get somebody kicked out. Listen, I'm trying to tell you something, man. This game is gonna be. What time they play tomorrow?
3:00
Eastern.
Yep.
I don't know.
So they have a smaller. They have a smaller stadium.
Look,
is that what you're saying?
My Cowboys play tomorrow.
My team play at 1:00, but trust me, I will be streaming at 3, and I will be having my team on the side. And look, I'm always doing double duty, baby.
No, man.
Hey,
my Cowboys play.
I think the Browns play at 1 too. Gosh, there's a lot of games at 1.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. See, my Cowboys play. I don't know,
we
man.
We play at 1. They play at 3. By the time the Fever game come on at 3:00, you be either coming out the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter.
No, Dallas play at 1. Dallas play at 1:30, I think.
Courtside, I wanna just quickly ask you a quick question and just get your thoughts on this, right? So when I was watching the post game interview with Stephanie White and Kelsey Mitchell and Natasha Howard, Kelsey Mitchell referenced something. She said that Stephanie White was one of the only coaches in all of her career to ever believe in her as a player and as a person. And she gave her so much praise. And I actually thought about it. I'm like, oh, look, it goes back to the t-shirts, the MVP t-shirts that they had and all that. And I mean, realistically speaking, she's not going to win that award. It's literally Asia Wilson's award even before the season starts. So now I think about that and I'm like, okay, look, last season, Caitlin Clark had, I think she was 3rd. She had more chances of actually winning this award, and nothing was done by the front office and by India and the Fever. But now Stephanie White has put Kelsey Mitchell basically on a pedestal to say, look, you run the offense and this is your team. Whether if that is for to try and secure her to India and the Fever for the upcoming years, or maybe that's just the plan of the Fever to literally put Caitlin Clark on the back burner, because I don't necessarily think she's injured to the point where she can't play.
To answer your question, you can look at this 2 ways, right? You can look at this like Stephanie White hate Caitlin Clark, you know what I mean? She don't like her and all that, and I would somewhat agree with you, you know what I mean? But you can also look at it like a head coach knowing that her star player is out, and most of the time in teams, when the star player go out, the rest of the team kind of lose like hope, like damn, you know what I mean? We done. you can also look at it like she went to her player that she knows she's gonna need in these playoff series to try to like give her some confidence or boost her up or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know the actual truth. You know what I mean? But that's how I'm gonna choose to look at it because I'm not gonna look at it from a negative point. But I don't think she liked Caitlin Clark. If I'm being real, I don't think she hated her as a person. I don't think she likes her game and her what she brings to the table. You know what I mean? It makes it hard for her to coach because so many eyes are on Caitlin. You know what I'm saying? Like if this was somewhere else, I don't think it'd be an issue. You know what I mean?
I think it's the spotlight. I think Caitlin Clark has such of a big spotlight. It's like she's like the Beatles in all four of them in one. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you can't when she steps in the room, it don't matter if she's playing or not. She commands the crowd. I know you can appreciate this courtside retro, like Eric B and Rakim used to say. How can I move the crowd? You know what I'm saying? That's Caitlin Clark. She moves the crowd no matter what. And I don't think Stephanie White was prepared for it. I think she liked the idea of coming to coach Caitlin Clark, but she didn't expect when she got there that this was her world was going to be under a microscope so big that it had her taking games off early in the season to recuperate her mindset because that's how big of an audience.
Oh, stop that. She was taking games off because her lover was leaving. Stop it.
Hey, she should have left with her.
Secret lover.
No. Of course, I agree. I agree with what you're saying, and
I'm gonna need y'all to put some respect on Stephanie White's name, man.
Hey, I ain't Birdman. I ain't about to do it.
When I look back to the game against the Liberty, the one that Caitlin Clark, I think she had 32 points, and I think about 8 or 9 assists. And I looked at it, and I was like, look, she never celebrated during the period where Caitlin Clark was on a heater when she was having back-to-back threes, and the jump is wet. So now I look back to it, and I'm like, look, man, she never even celebrated she never even smiled even once. So now I'm like, and then I see her when she watches other players do a layup. I mean, a simple layup, uncontested layup, and she celebrates like it was a logo shot. And I mean what the heck? And then after that very same game in the post-game press conference, she starts speaking about the things that Caitlin Clark should have done better. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Hey. Listen to this, man. I agree with everything you just said, right? But we have seen coaches in the past get mad at a player for shooting a shot, and then the shot goes in, and they go sit their ass down. I've seen a clip of Steph Curry, the great Steph Curry. I seen him do some stuff, man, and then turn around and just shoot the ball up. Steve Kerr jumped off the bench. What the hell? And it went in. He went and sat back down. So we've seen this before, man. It ain't like it's just only Stephanie White. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we can talk about Stephanie White all we want to, bro. But we got to call the facts, man. You know what I'm saying? Do I think she don't like? I said that. But sometimes Caitlin Clark do be taking some crazy shots, bro. You know what I'm saying? If she would have missed those shots, bro, it ain't the same because she made them. You know what I mean? One time, I think it was the last shot she took, right? She ran Lexi down. Was it Lexi or Sophie?
It was Sophie.
She ran her down like down and took the ball from her.
Like, give me that damn ball. I'm on a heater.
But she was on a heater.
But you see, that's the thing. That's the thing that
I'm not saying I loved it, bro. But I'm just saying the way she did it, bro. She ran to the corner like she did and took the ball.
Hey, like, girl, if you don't
like, give me that damn ball. I'm trying to shoot this thing from Afghanistan. Give me that damn ball.
Hey, I'm just saying, man.
I got a serious question for y'all, a real serious question. And I know we've been busting Stephanie White up. You know, especially me and Retro, we been definitely busting her up like hotcakes. So Retro can tell you, I'll throw a video on Stephanie White killing her in a minute. So let me ask you a question. We got on Christy Signs last year. We getting on Stephanie White this year. Now, if the Fever was to get another coach, and the coach doesn't coach the way we think it is, when is going to be time to say, hey, we need to give a coach some grace to say, you know what, hey, let's figure it out, because we can't just say, we can't go every coach, and then CC just be having like 100 coaches. It's like an offensive coordinator coaching a quarterback, having different offensive coordinators. At some point in time, Caitlin gonna have to figure out and say, well, let me adjust to this coach a little bit. Let me see what I can do better. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a point where you, as that player, you want to play your style, but you got to figure out, because your game gonna have to change at some point to it. You know what I'm saying? Where you got to add some more. And she's still young. Caitlin's still young.
But don't you think that that's what Stephanie White was trying to convince her of this year?
Yeah, a little bit.
We need to take you off ball. We need to, now that she's on the bench, she can see the game from a different point of view. And it was like, this is her second year. Come on, no.
But check this out though. We got to split here, because I want CC to be able to play her game, because I think that's what's best for the team. We also have Fever fans that want CC to do whatever the hell she want to do. Now, see, I ain't no player in the league beyond coach, like, you just don't say nothing to him. You know what I mean? Michael Jordan got coached. Phil Jackson coached Kobe. You know what I'm saying? You want her to be able to coach, not any coach. You want him to be able to coach your best player, like Popovich. He coached his best players. Remember Larry Brown went to the 76ers. Remember him and Allen Iverson was getting into it. You know what I'm saying? You want her to be able to be coached, bro. But some Fever fans, they just want Caitlin to do whatever she want to do, man. Yeah. If Stephanie White called her to the bench, like, hey, I need you. They look at it and it's Stephanie White's fault. No, man. Caitlin Clark is great. I love her game. She's the reason I came to the WNBA, bro. But some things Caitlin can be improved, bro. Like her shot selection sometimes, bro, can be improved. Caitlin is just young, bro. She just knows she has talent and she don't know how to really use her talent yet. And what I mean by that is sometimes that shot you take, that's a good shot for you. But at the time, the possession in the game is not a good shot. Like in the first quarter, that might have been a good shot. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes to go, it's just a close game. That might not be a good shot. She will learn that. She's young. She will, you know what I mean, right, Livewire? Like, what's the game?
But that's where Lisa Bluter was the coach that could see that. Sure, even Cheryl Miller in the All-Star game last year, she could see it.
Right.
So it's going to take the right coach.
She's young too, though. She's young. She's young too, man. So hey, they did a study. This is kind of like on topic, but off topic a little bit. They did a study that says like the human brain not even fully developed until 25 or something.
Men 40.
You know what I'm saying? CC 20.
40.
Hey, I'm just saying, hey. She got some learning to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, she gonna be okay. But you don't want to just keep bringing in coaches, because then they're gonna label her a coach killer. If you keep bringing in coach after coach after coach.
How many coaches did LeBron have? How many coaches did
LeBron
Jordan
James was vocal about it. He was getting him up out of here. He wasn't a coach killer. He was a coach firer. Getting him up out of here.
How many coaches did Jordan have?
Two.
Like two.
Okay.
Like in his prime. He had coaches after like the Wizards and all that, but in his prime.
Yeah. Okay, he had Doug Collins, and then when Phil Jackson came along, and then Phil Jackson brought Tex Winners over there, and that's when they implement the triangle offense, and that's when the Bulls took off.
Hey, Livewire, I got a question for you.
Always.
If Stephanie White go and win this championship without Caitlin Clark, bro, it gives her a little leverage, buddy. Yeah, listen, I'm just saying now, if Caitlin Clark come back, she can say, not like throwing it in her face or whatever, but she can say, hey, we won the championship. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna need you to come back and kind of, I don't know, man. It's gonna be rough, bro. It's gonna be rough.
Caitlin gonna look at her like, you forgot I was coaching the team on the sideline with you.
Hey, why do you think it takes Phil Jackson and Larry Browns and Popoviches and Belichick's and people like that? Why do you think it takes them to coach star players? Because they got hardware. You know what I mean? They can say like, hey, look, they got something to back it up, man. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, I'm just saying, bro. And I think if we had Caitlin Clark on this team right now, bro, we'd be favored to win it. I would think we'd be favored to win it, bro.
To me, I I really think this is how I'm thinking right now. I think that the Fever going to end up winning it. I don't know. It's just something. It's just for some reason. It's just some reason that this is it's not supposed to happen. It's one of those not supposed to happen moments, and the Fever is going against all odds to find gravity to make sure that people feel them. When they say every game is a home game, that's real.
Now it is. Now it is. That shit disappeared a few weeks ago. Hey, it disappeared, man. Yeah. It came back now. You know what I'm saying? But if they win this championship, they won a Commissioner's Cup and the championship. Hey, man, this is the story.
I want to touch on something that you said earlier too, because you were saying that how, because I told Drizzy this on his live yesterday, is that a lot of Fever fans, to me, I feel like are from Twitter, and I read everything they do. I'm connected to them, and they get mad if you criticize Caitlin Clark. The thing about it is, we in this space right here, this YouTube space, and we talk every day. Just let's say like that, we talk every day, whether we dropping content or not, and we all play sports. Some of us have. There is no player in sports history that cannot be criticized. The greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady, had Bill Belichick, and they battled for 20 years. And what made them great was they was able to understand each other. Now, the situation with Caitlin Clark could be the same. Could it be the same with her and Stephanie White? They can tolerate each other. Oh, so can you hear me now?
Who you talking about?
I was talking about. I was talking about. You was talking about Caitlin Clark earlier, right? And you were saying that how a lot of people that can't, they get mad because you can't criticize or critique her game. You know what I'm saying? And I said that, Bill Belichick and Tom Brady did it for 20 years, and Tom Brady got on Belichick's nerves. Belichick got on his nerves. But what made them great, they understood each other. I'm not saying that even though we want Stephanie White gone, what if that same scenario plays out with Caitlin Clark and Stephanie White? They get along with each other, but they don't have to like each other to win. You know what I'm saying? And it's a possibility that can happen. But when it comes down to Caitlin Clark's game and talk about how she can improve, people tend to get really upset about it and say, oh, we just want her to play her game. We want her to do whatever she want to do. And guess what? It's fine. But as soon as you say, hey, she need to work on this, or she need to work on her floaters and stuff like that, and have better mid-range, work on her handles a little bit, people say, well, she did this in Iowa, but it's not Iowa no more. It's the WNBA. But you can apply the same technology over to help her understand, to project her game a little bit better, to enhance. Jordan had to learn it. Kobe had to learn it. Go ahead, Retro.
At the end of last year, when Christy Sides finally saw the light, she was in touch with Lisa Bluter and saying, what do I need to do? What do I need to, because you give Caitlin Clark control, but you also have to reel her in for certain things. So, and Lisa Bluter knew that, because Caitlin can be sarcastic. She can be outspoken to her players, like, what the hell did you do that for? Or why aren't you doing that? Or didn't you see that? She can be a little bit outspoken in a not so nice way to her teammates. So Christy Sides called Lisa Bluter whenever she was allowing Caitlin to take control and said, what do I need to do? So whoever is the coach, and I think that's Coach White's problem. She wants to be in total control, my way or the highway. I don't care that you're Caitlin Clark and you're the face of the league and you're blah, blah, blah. You're doing it my way. And I don't think Belichick and Brady, they had this relationship, but he knew that without Brady, it wasn't it,
No, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you something though. Belichick treated Brady like shit. I don't know if you know this or not. He used to call Tom Brady out and embarrass him in meetings, all kind of shit. You know why? Because if he can do it to him, the other players can fall in line. It's multiple interviews. Tom Brady saying that Belichick treated him like, hey, have you seen that live wire?
I don't seen it. I follow
interviews.
I haven't seen that.
He treated him like shit. He used to embarrass him in the meetings. He called him out, all that. But he said that if I can do it to Tom Brady, the person, the best player, other people will fall in line. You know what I'm saying? That's if you notice, when Tom Brady left the Patriots and went to Tampa, it was a whole different Tom Brady. He was on Twitter, social media. He was doing all kinds of
drinking.
He could do that over there. He could do that over there.
Throwing trophies. Everything.
He was doing, hey, he couldn't do that over there. He couldn't do that over there. You know what I'm saying? My only fear is this, man. And this is, I mean this. I'm not even joking around. I'm being honest, man. No bullshit. My only fear with Stephanie White is that Caitlin Clark is a generational talent, bro. I know a lot of people say that, but I really mean that shit. This woman, this young lady is a generational talent. And I'm so scared that under Stephanie White, she will never hit her full potential. She'll always be a good player because she's good. She's talented. But I'm saying with the right coach, she can be probably one of the all-time greats, like up there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I don't want her to be governed and she missed that. We'd never get a chance to see her at her best. You know what I mean? She'll be good, but she wouldn't be at her best. You see if that makes sense? You know, I want to see her reach the top, like
Shout out to Kent for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. I want to let Lobo get a word in, and then I'm gonna go to Alejandro and then Maria.
Oh, okay.
Lobo, are you there? All right. Well, Alejandro, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
All right, go ahead and speak, man.
I listen to you guys talk about coaching Caitlin Clark, and it pisses me off because there's only so much you can coach greatness, and she has it. She can read the floor better than any player we've ever seen in the WNBA. Her passing is elite. Her shooting is elite. Her tenacity, her competitive spirit is on the level of Michael Jordan. She hates losing, and she wills her team to play better because she brings the players along with her. I understand Kelsey Mitchell is great, but we all know she played better with Caitlin Clark. I don't know how far they're going to go this year. Maybe they'll go all the way to the championship. Maybe not. Honestly, I don't care. I'm over the fever. But the way I'm looking at it, with the floor general not being on that floor, I think it's going to be a detriment to them when it comes to playing either the Aces in this next round or the Lynx in the championship.
This right here remind me of those. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No. I'm gonna let Maria go, then I'm gonna let you go ahead with that comment. Go ahead, Maria.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you guys already know, remember Pete and I were always talking about the setup with Caitlin, right? Mm-hmm. That's the setup. So here's what I'm seeing on a couple of points, because I was trying to respond to you guys, but my phone was being all crazy. So if the Fever wins, all right, I actually want Caitlin out of Dodge, because we're talking about a coach. You know, you guys are saying that some people may have an issue with Caitlin Clark being coached, being guided. I personally don't have a problem with that, because no matter how great of a player you are, you can always improve on things. But we're not talking about a Belichick. We're not talking about those great coaches in the NBA. We're talking about freaking Stephanie White. Stephanie White, who just wants control. And if you folks don't think that Caitlin Clark won't be put in the corner, should they further their chase this season, I have news for you folks. She's not only going to be put in the corner, but you can say goodbye to the Caitlin Clark that we came to the WNBA for. That's a given. That's a guarantee. And I guarantee you, Alejandro's listening to me, and I guarantee you he probably thinks the same way. So my opinion is that if the Fever does win this year, there has to be a way for Caitlin Clark to get the hell out, go and find a coach that will coach her, but coach her for the betterment of her, not to control her, not to have her idle in a corner, not to be a decoy. That's my issue. That's my concern. Because if they do win, say good, and Caitlin stays on this team, we will never see the Caitlin that we came here for the W for. I promise you that. Thanks, guys. And girls, Miss Retro.
All right, Coach.
Wow.
My hamburger now, thanks to you guys, I overbeat the freaking hamburger. Now it's all mush. Thanks.
You was mad at Stephanie White. That's why.
Huh?
I said you was
Yeah,
mad
well,
at
you know
Stephanie
what?
White.
You know what's funny, Marty? I was sitting here talking to you, and I'm like punching the ground beef over here. Okay.
You were busy at your Stephanie White face. You were like.
Thank you, everybody.
Maria.
Go ahead, Coach.
Hey,
Maria.
I said like this, man.
Yeah.
I said like this.
Okay.
I came to the WNBA for CC. I also said multiple times throughout multiple videos and lives that if CC gone, I'm gone. I said that multiple times, bro. This team have rubbed off on me, bro. Maybe it's the hardship, the whatever happened has rubbed off on me. I think they need to just get it together and CC stay in the Indiana Fever. Her career will mean more. You know what I'm saying? Why would you leave a team that just won a championship? Now they add your talent to it. Yes, I think Stephanie White is going to be there next year. We can all hate it as much as we want to hate it, but she will be there. Ain't no use of crying over spilled milk. The sign right there say stop. You can run the light all you want to. It say stop. You know what I'm saying? So she going to be here, bro. So we got to just face it. But I think Stephanie White her and Stacey need to get together. And another thing I don't understand, bro, I see Caitlin Clark over there hyping Stephanie White up, shouting her out on Twitter. So maybe they know something we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Why do all the fans hate Stephanie White? I know why, so it's a rhetorical question. But CC seemed like she like her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't see it myself.
You ever heard of fake love?
Hey, well, she fooling me, man.
Hey, you can be in a relationship and you just give fake love.
Hey, man, like, yeah, but you don't gotta shout her out on Twitter.
Hey, social media is a crazy place to, because people just do stuff out there just to get a reaction. Man. You know what I'm saying? So
live wire. I'm with you. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you, but I'm gonna try to tell you something. If Stephanie White go and win this championship without Caitlin, bro, you're gonna have to put some respect. I don't care about what she didn't do, bro. I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to give her some type of credit, bro. She had all these harsh Sophie out, Ari out, Colston out, Caitlin out. You bringing in, what's the other girl they brought in for a cup of coffee? She not even here no more. They brought her in, she gone. They bring in Bibi, she get hurt. You know what I'm saying? They bring in Ari, she get hurt, bro. You know what I'm saying? They bring in Powers, they bring in Sims, bro.
Hey.
Like, bro, hey, man, you're going to have to do something, man. Hey, listen, bro.
Have you ever
heard
of the Judas kiss?
Hey,
friend to your face.
Hey, I don't know, man. All I know is Retro and Livewire. If she gonna win this championship, hey, man. Hey, I'm just saying you're gonna have to put some. You listen, man. You cannot.
Caitlin is doing what she has to do for her friends on the team.
All right, Retro.
Tell them, Retro.
Okay, cool. If Stephanie White go win this championship, and Caitlin is on the bench, she doing her thing. What you gonna say?
She's coaching from the bench.
That's fine, but who the head coach? That's cool. That's cool. But who the head coach? Okay, cool.
Yeah, we don't know, Junkie.
What you gonna do?
We don't know who the head coach is. We don't know.
I don't give a damn, bro. I'm not no idiot, bro. Let me tell you something. What I do know. In football,
Do you not hear Caitlin screaming from the sidelines? Don't go that way.
No,
Don't go that way. Shoot the ball.
No. We can't change the narrative, man. I know it's like this. In football, it's the same as basketball. In football, it don't matter what happened. It don't matter that the receiver dropped this play, the running back fumbled. The quarterback is going to get most of the blame. You know why? Because he's going to get most of the praise if he wins. Live wire.
Junkie.
Am I lying?
Yeah,
it's true.
Hey,
So every time they lose, we kill Stephanie White. Every time they lose, we kill her. So we have to keep the same energy if they win. It is what it is. I'm not saying get on here and get on your knees for Stephanie White. Goddamn, I'm not saying that.
I ain't about to do that.
You have to give her some type of credit, man. You can't be no hypocrite.
Hey, Junkie.
I'm not a hypocrite. I felt the same all the way across.
I know.
Everybody knows how I feel.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if she go and win a championship, you have to change. I'm not saying you gotta like her, but you gotta give her. Hey, Livewire just said he make videos. He made a video about Stephanie White. Livewire, did you make a video about her winning?
Nope.
See, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Hey,
you see what I'm saying?
Hey, I'll give you, bro, because you know why? You know why? I'm not giving her power over me. The thing about it, I see some improvement, and I say, yeah, she made this improvement here and there. But I always look at the players and what the players have to go through. And sometimes she like game one, she made such a crucial error. Yeah, game two, she made adjustments and she stuck to them adjustments because she didn't get in her way and she didn't allow a first-year coach to out-coach her. You know what I'm saying? Stephanie White ain't dumb by a long shot. She do this stuff because she think that she's superior to anybody, like she's a Cheryl Reeves or Sandy Bardello. No, she has had failures in her career, and this is what people look at. She didn't have any real success, like she won 10 or 5 championships. That would have been a whole different take. But she has had failures. She beat the Indiana Fever, who really didn't even have the team last year, but they should have lost because of the referees. But then what she did, she got knocked out the next round, big time, by the Minnesota Lynx. So sometimes, yeah, I agree with you, Courtside. Yeah, we got to give her some praise. I'll give her some grace, maybe. But
I'll give you something, all right.
Hey, live wire.
Yeah.
Do we like the style of play that Caitlin Clark played second half of the season last year?
Yeah.
You like that, right? We all like that. We all agree, right? That's the Caitlin Clark we want to see, right?
As Stephanie White does that, hey, I won't have no problem. Until she does that. Right.
I got you. But check this out, though. We love that player. That player right there that Christy Size let the second half of the season, we love that player. But the coach that we killed is the one that sent that player home last season. Now, I know that she got poked in the eye. I think it was a game 1 or something like that. But Stephanie White sent Caitlin Clark and that team home last season. Then she come up over here. I agree. All the criticism she get is warranted. I got videos on my channel killing her. Still there. All I'm saying, bro, it's the playoff. We have to go game for game, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Mercury just came out and made fun of her. Oh, we knew what they was going to do. That's embarrassing for a coach, man. We just watched the Valkyrie coach just out-coach her the last time we played them a couple times. We sit there and watch the Dream. I think she got out-coached in the first game. But then she made some adjustments. We've seen it. We've seen KK coming in early. We've seen the adjustments, bro. If you watch the game, you can see the changes. So you have to give her some type of credit, man. You can't be stuck in this little shell and be like, oh, well. And then another thing, too. Some people that watch the game, I respect their opinion, right? I can respect their opinion. A lot of people in the chat don't even watch the game. They hear what a lot of people saying, oh, Stephanie White this, Stephanie White that, and they come on here and they repeat it, bro. They didn't watch the game. You can't tell me what the difference between Stephanie White did.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you on that.
Did the Fever play better last season in spite of sides? So, and chances are that's That's true.
No,
This team can be playing. This team can be playing better in spite of White.
No, I agree with you, but we see some of the changes. Listen, Howard. All right, listen. The last game. Did Howard get snatched out the game at the end of the game? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Usually she keep Howard in the game, right?
Yeah.
She took her out the game. She installed Sims back in the game with like 2-3 minutes. That's coaching. Like, we can't act like, bro. All right, man. I'm done.
You're not going to win with me courtside.
hey, I'm done, man.
Hey, so of course I drop your link. We about to wrap up real good because you know, my Miami Hurricane is about to blast off over Florida. So
I have a friend at the game. Flew down for the game.
Really?
Hey, my channel is course. I have a couple.
Courtside Junkie.
My bad.
Courtside Junkie. Sportside Junkie.
I was thinking about my Cowboy channel. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about the Cowboys right now. Courtside Junkie.
If you go retro or you or
I don't have my iPad right here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just type in Courtside Junkie on YouTube. You'll see it. It'll come up.
Yeah. I think personal stash one of your link. So I'm gonna go around everybody and get everybody's thoughts for tomorrow's game. So I'm gonna start with you, Courtside, then Retro, then Maria, then Alejandro, then Lobo. So Courtside, what's your thought for the first game of the series? Win, lose, close, blowout.
I think we win. I think it's a close game. The first game, you know what I mean. I think we're gonna win this game. I can see them win 2 games, man. I just don't. I don't think the Aces are a good team, bro. I think they have a great player. You know what I mean? And Stephanie White can really put her nail in the coffin if she go win this game, because a great coach will beat the Aces. You can't beat great coaches with one player. You see what I'm saying? So this will show. If she let the Aces win, I'm on y'all side. I'm back talking shit. Hey, man, hey, I'm back talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because great coaches will not. I'm serious, but you go look at the history. It may be a couple, but great coaches won't allow one player to beat them. You know what I'm saying? They shut that down. You know what I'm saying? But I think we're gonna win this game. I think Kelsey, I think we win games with Kelsey between 15 and 25. If Kelsey have 30, 35 points, we lose. I'm telling you now. We lose. That's all I gotta say, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Boston and Kelsey, and I want to see the rotations. And when you play certain teams, the rotations got to be a little different too, based off your players. You don't got to be the same rotation. You got to go according to what they doing. Just like last game, Stephanie White went small. I bet y'all didn't notice that. Y'all didn't see when she went small with all them guards. Hey, I'm just saying, man. We gonna win this game. You know what I'm saying? We gonna win this game, bro. We gonna win. All right,
Retro.
Courtside, don't bet too much money tomorrow. My advice, just wait till the second game, see how tomorrow goes. Just don't bet too much money tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think we're gonna lose. My opinion. I want to win. I'm glad it's a 5-game series, but I don't know. I think Becky will be prepared. Truthfully, my opinion.
Maria?
I would just like to say I would like to see a good game. Number one. But if they play sloppy like they did, ugly is okay, but ugly doesn't go far all the time. And if they play ugly, they're not going to do so well. So I'm hoping that they improve on their game. So we'll see.
All right. Alejandro.
Honestly, I don't care because Caitlin Clark's not on the floor. I'm not saying they can't win. I'm just ambivalent to if they do win or not.
I get you, Alejandro. I get you.
Yeah. All right. Lobo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, nice. Uh, uh, we need to hit them in the mouth.
Yes.
It is what about. We need to win the first game, and the rest is history. We need to win this first game and hit them in the mouth. Uh, Unexpected, hard, and do it.
All right. Well, hey, I really appreciate everybody pulling up and joining me today. I just wanted to
Thank
get
you,
this up.
Marty.
I'll probably do this
Appreciate
again
you.
for I'll do this again for game 2, do another preview for game 2. So each game until the series is over or whatever the case might be, and just get our thoughts, and we can always do a recap, and then we could go into what we need to do for the next game or whatever the case might be. But thank y'all for coming in, joining me, hanging out courtside as always. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get off my Stephanie White soapbox, and so it's gonna be what it is. But I got love for you, bro. You still my man. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good. It's all good.
Hey,
It's all good.
but I do hope a good game tomorrow. I do want them to win. I want them to send a message to the Aces and Becky Hammond. So because
And we hit them the second time, the second game. Don't worry.
yeah.
Don't worry. Don't
All
worry.
right.
We'll destroy them.
Hey, another thing too. I bet on y'all get tomorrow on one of my parlays, bro. I need Washington to go out there and win, bro. If they mess up my parlay, man. If Washington mess my parlay up, bro, I am gonna be hot, man. I'm gonna be talking. Huh?
We lose to the Raiders. I ain't talking for a whole week.
Washington will be.
No,
Is
he's
he
not
playing?
playing. He's not playing. Mariota playing. We can beat them though
Do the Cardinals play today or tomorrow?
tomorrow.
They got lucky on that last game
Mm-hmm.
because that team is starting to come back.
Hey, yeah, and remember the last stream? I told y'all I bet the Aces was part of one of my parlays. I still got that parlay live because the Aces won. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a streak right here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't cashed in yet, but I need Washington to win, bro. Don't let me down, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to talk to Josh Harris right now. As soon as I get off this live, I'm calling right now. I got his.
All right, hey, let him know, man. Let him know I'm rooting for y'all. I want y'all to win this game and lose all the rest of them.
You know, we about to have a $1 billion stadium in 2030.
I'm
so you know
about your $1 billion stadium, bro.
Don't be hating. Don't be hating. We got the World Cup, everything coming. It's a new day.
Bro, you guys are the most unorganized franchise. Last year, y'all was called the Washington Football Team. No,
that was 2 years ago.
There was the Washington Redskins. Then there was a Washington Football Team. But listen to that, the Washington Football Team.
Hey, and honestly, I got used to that. I was better than the Commanders. I got used to that.
Whatever they call themselves, they will always be the Redskins.
Whatever, bro. It's all good. Whatever.
Tell them, Alejandro.
I appreciate everybody, man. Let me pull up, bro.
We're cheering for your courtside.
They're going to be called the Washington Chesapeake Bay players.
Watch you say something about the Cowboys. Watch you say something about the Cowboys. You gonna say something about the Cowboys? I know. Go ahead, Lobo. Get it out. Go ahead. Say something about the Cowboys.
No. I love Cole. I'm Cowboy fans because of you.
Okay. All right. They're going to jail.
No. You made me Cowboy fans.
Hey man,
Why
hey Slu, I gotta go, man. Hey Slu, Retro,
Why?
hey Slu, Maria, Retro, Alejandro, appreciate y'all. I gotta go, man. I'll let y'all.
Hey, you know what, you guys, too bad you're not here because I would have had smash burgers for you too.
Oh damn!
Hey, well, Maria,
Let's go,
Maria,
Cowboys.
I'm in Arizona, Maria, so don't be throwing those sin out there. You know,
Hey, bud, you are. Hey, you know what? You want to come on down? I got you covered, brother.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch a game together or something too. You know what I'm saying? We're in the same city.
You have to There's senior burgers. You have to pretend you're a senior.
Hey, man,
Okay, you know what?
okay, I gotta
I'll
go.
tell him. I'll tell him I got a
Hey,
fake
y'all be
social
good.
security card of yours. All right, buddy. It's all good.
Mm-mm.